Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nerds from Canada. Let's play Infinity Wars. As I promised, we're continuing with our campaign, Warpath campaign number 3. Let's check it out. A lot of Warpath characters have an ability called Unstoppable. Characters with Unstoppable will gain an attack that for each character they destroy. Try and use an Unstoppable effect to your advantage. Yep, our Mammoth is unstoppable. If they manage to kill it, they're going to keep right on attacking. So we have 1 point and nothing to spend it on. We're starting with the normal turn 1 resources. Hakim, unique character, beast. When Hakim comes into play, all characters you control gain unstoppable until the end of turn. Alright. And outside a fight, nothing we can spend it on, so next turn. Drew one of many. So one of many goes out. That's it for the turn. You can't actually make use of any of the creatures or anything you summon the turn you buy them, unless they have a special like skill or something that makes them instantly deployable. They have to wait a turn. That's why you see them sitting here in red. And as you saw, I got 2 Hakims, even though they're a unique character, the beast. I can only have one of them actually on the board at a time. So let's take out the Mammoth, and we can send this guy out to fight. They're probably going to defend it. No, it's an attack and attack. We're trading HP. Pack leaders are good. Let's bring one of them out. Leaves us with no points, so let's go ahead and put this guy over here. That'll give us 18 points of damage to their 16. Yep, 16. So they're on offensive mode. So we're slightly ahead of them. They have 49 health, we have 51. Got another Mammoth and a pack leader. Let's move some of these to defense. Pack leader gets +3, so this guy's got an 11. So he should kill this first one and the second one, but he will die doing it. And that gives us 2 points left, but nothing to spend it on unless we want to do a challenge. So, in the turn, drew one of many. Now we're at 6. So he's going to hit the Packmaster. He got no damage through, but he did tear our Packmaster up really bad. We did 13 points of damage to them. Got 7, so we can bring out Hakim. Oh, we have Hakim over here. Okay. So 7, so let's bring out one of them, put Hakim down. Let him soak some tanking damage and put this guy on the attack line. Now if they don't block and they don't have anything that can stop it, this can do it, but it's got unstoppable, so it'll kill it and it will attack again and again for the other one. So now let's put this one down here. We have 8. So let's bring another Packmaster. Kick our boosts up again. And bring out our last beast. This should be the end of the game. And we win. Fairly quick, fairly simple. Once you know the cards, you can play them quickly. So, on to the next mission then. Now here's where we get to pick decks. Now as you can see, I've been playing around with lots of customs. But for this, since we just did the Warpath, let's play the Warpath Starter Pack. The one you get for completing the Warpath group. You unlock it, I think, at level 4. When you complete the campaign and have level 4 at the same time, I think is when you get that pack. Nothing I can play here, but he's got Beasts of Burden. These are Varors. He's a mixed pack, which means we can expect some death cults and stuff. Field Engineer. Alright, so we can play these two. Let's start by getting the breeder out. And Grave Robber. We can steal cards out of their dead stack. Bring out this. Activate this and select that one. We can't, that one's not deployed. Right. It has to be deployed. So, in the turn. And now here's the morale. This is what it costs to put him out, but if he dies, I lose morale. This one costs no morale to lose. But here, like for instance on these cards, you'll see it here, this is 4 morale. So if I lose one of these, my morale goes down by 4. So it's entirely possible to lose the game because your morale got broke. Get our freebie there started. And we got 4 points, so yeah, bring out another beast. He's gonna attack, but we got our freebie. And another Caretaker of the Young. We have 5 points, so we can bring out a beast and another Caretaker. Use this Caretaker to make another baby and send this one out to defend. And send this one out to attack. In turn. Now we're going to take a chunk of damage off of this. The one drawback to doing the breeding build is you got to soak that damage early on, because you just won't have anything substantial to block it with. Now I could have put this one over there and it would have killed off that first card. Oh, stopped the second, so it would have taken a lot less damage, but well, things happen. Now the Hunt, a special card. Choose a character. At the end of the next turn, the chosen character is killed. Other players do not get to see which character was chosen. It's 5 points. We have 6. We can bring out 2 beasts. And I think that's what we'll do now. We want to get the breeding going, so let's activate the breeding here. We'll put this one out. This will be enough to kill that, as long as there's no more buffs to heal the HP up. And activate this one with this one. That leaves us 3 points, so we'll deploy this one here and move this one to here. Stop all incoming damage for the turn. We aren't going to do any damage, but we should be... Nope, he put out one more, so we will take a little more damage this turn. Now, as you can see, our morale is going down a little because we are losing things. But they only did 10 points of damage to our fortress, and we did tear up 2 of them pretty good. Now, these guys cost us 1 point if they die. But that's enough to kill those first two guys. Let's activate these again. Activate this again. Actually, let's undo that, and since it's not going to matter on this one, we're going to lose this one. We'll send out the 4-pointer. Activate this to there. Now we have 7 points, so we can bring out this, and so far no sign they have any raised dead or anything like that that will depend on their grave deck. So we'll bring out this guy and leave those two. We'll just let them sit there. Yeah, we're going to take more damage. We're getting there. They're going to grind us down, but we'll probably stop them completely around 30-ish. And then they won't be able to get through it all. Oh, actually might be able to do it now. Okay, we got 8 points. So let's go ahead and put out these guys. They'll take care of those two. Put out this one. And and we'll pull these two out to make absolutely sure we take no more damage. That should actually stop them then. So we won't get to 30, we stopped around 50. And go ahead and get some breeding going on here again. In the turn. Alright. Got another baby. Got another baby. 2 freebies. Lock them. Lock them. Ooh, got our giant. They can block flyers too. 6 pointers, and they cost 9 morale if they die. Now this guy I put out, at the end of the turn, if field engineer is in the defensive zone, your fortress is repaired by 5 damage. And we went from 55 to 60. We just got to make sure we don't let him get killed. So, bring out the beast and the giant. Put out these 2 pointers, or these 4 pointers rather, to kill off these 2 guys. Do another round of breeding. In the turn, I got a pack master, pack leader coming out later. So. Well, so far we're basically trading favorably, but now we get to do the whole gotta recover. One of many. Now let's get rid of this guy. Put this guy out. Put out our 2 4-pointers. Do another round of breeding. Put this one out to make sure nothing gets through, and send that giant off to attack. Start tearing them up some. Now, they did not put the pack leader at the end. It doesn't really matter, we got him outnumbered, but generally you want to try and protect that pack leader since he's your buffer. At the end of the next turn, chosen character is removed. Alright. So we've got our 4 pointers again to put out there and grind up on the defense. Go ahead and sacrifice one of many to get rid of that pack leader once and for all, since our hunt did not do him in. Get the next round of breeding. Send this one of many out to join the attack. Right? He's going to have 3. We've got 3 blockers. Yeah. Let's move him over here just in case he pulls out a fast one somewhere. Yeah. Yep, and we're back up to 75 health. Now we can play these 2. If we want to make sure that guy dies, we need to sacrifice our first guy. These 4 pointers don't do enough to kill him in one hit. And don't want to keep grinding our morale too low. We're already below him. Now we can get this, but we have a fight in graveyards. So now we go to the trading post where you can pay 3 to shuffle a card in. So we'll go ahead and shuffle a grave rob back in. That gives us a 1 of many in replacement. We had points to put it out this turn. Now let's do our breeding. And end the turn. Yep. As you can see, we're slowly getting a little ahead of them. So, and we got a firebolt. So we have 2 cards to his 1. That's going to be a kill. We have 1 there. In theory, this is safe, so we'll put our 4 pointers up here just in case. But everything else either breeds or attacks. So that gives us 2 that we can put out to join the attack. So we're going to do noticeable damage now, 24 points a hit. So, and we have 10 points with which we can shuffle a card. So get rid of the grave rob and get a beast, which we can immediately play. Or we can go ahead and buy another card. So let's pay the 5 and just... Now if we pay 9, we get to increase our base resource by 1. But don't need that. So got that. This guy is a 0-20. He's just a blocker. Defense columns can block characters with flying too. They can block everything. They're basically a 20-point buff to your tower. They can't attack though. So, and that's that. Let's see what damage we do. This should pretty much finish him off now. Last round he's going to be able to do anything coming up. Because we should be wealthy noble. Non-faction. Oh, that's another thing on them. This is their numerical values and things, but over here is the faction, and the number of faction symbols tells you how pure your faction has to be. You have 1, 2, and 3 levels of purity depending on how many commanders you get. This guy has none, so he can work for anybody. You don't have to be any faction. He's a complete mercenary. So we got 10. We'll bring him out. Bring him out. Bring him out. And we have 3 points left, so let's shuffle that fight in. Get a grave rob. Yeah. And we are down to 21 cards. This is not a huge deck, but it's also not an incredibly short one either. So we put our 4 pointers up here for blocking. Do our breeding. And he's got 2. So we can actually undo that breeding and just go for the kill now. So if we lose this guy because he does pop up with 1, yeah, oh well. But he'll die now. Should die. I think we're doing 44. No, not quite. He's just going to survive 1 round. Drat. Too bad. Yeah. We did kill him. Nice. Exactly our last guy. So we got him 2-0 exactly. I thought he was going to have like 2 points left. Okay. So we killed him. That was a particularly slow game. Reading is always playing for the long game. This next campaign I think will not be so long. This time we're going to bring out, let's see. Let's bring out our Flames deck. See if we can bring this guy down fast. More of the Varar. These are the sorcerer types. So, now this is one we're going to get to later on in the campaign. It's the Flame Dawn. Now, Flame Dawn are early game specialist builds. Most of the factions are kind of either early game, mid game, or late game as to where their strengths lie. This one is early game, so usually if you haven't won by like turn 8, you're not going to win. You don't have staying power with this deck. And that's it for the turn. Now these guys have the charge, which is that's one of the special abilities that when you pull them out, they don't have to go to your support zone to rest up before they go out to battle. They go straight charging out. Oh, we got another one of them, and we got this guy. This guy is a rare. 6/6, has charge. Paladin of the Flame Dawn cannot be killed from non-damage sources, which means you can't use like magic spells and stuff. You gotta just beat him to pieces. But he's got charge, so he goes straight in. Brings life by passing, more resource for him. And another 10 points off. Yay, a wealthy noble. And this is just a nice one-pointer. Only 1 point, but a 5/4. Very economical. End turn. And 14 more points off of them. Now we got an assassinate card. Kill target character, your max resources decrease by 2. It reduces our maximum resource by 2, but we can kill anything on the board unless it's got an invincible level on it. Now I got 5 points. Let's play this. Call the Crusade. Create 3 4/2 Flame Dawn aspirants directly in the assault zone. They cannot be moved from this zone. They're, instant deployable fanatics. They're more expensive than if I bought 3 separately, but you get them all at once. And as you saw, the longer the game goes on, the harder it is, because you only get 1 card a draw unless you have something that gives you extra cards. So that's that for that. And off they go. They haven't got anything out to defend yet, and they're down to 46 health. But as you can see, they are starting, and once the points get up enough and they get the cards out, they will outlast us if we can't kill them before turn 7, 8, 9. I think turn 10 is the longest I've seen this deck ever win anything if they actually didn't get it, just unlucky as heck on the cards. So Now that we're going to put these guys out because we have no units down here. These guys are flyers. The only flyers you get are aerial commandos, which is why I put you have a total limit of 3 of these guys unless you pick them as commanders. Then you can get up to 6. Unfortunately, I only have 5 of them, but it's 2 in the deck, 3 that you start with. So play that card to there. Move that guy down to the end to let these throwaway guys that we can't move deal with it. The fanatics. And this guy. In the turn. He's going all offense. I guess he's hoping he'll somehow grind us up. But he's just about dead. And voila. There you go. Turn 6. Killed him. It's really good for early kills. It's not very good at all in mid-game. You struggle in mid-game. And long game, you're just dead if you play a pure deck of that. They don't have the staying power. Well, thank you all for joining me for this, and when I continue, we will be doing the next mission. So, I'll see you all in a moment. Thanks for watching.